All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone that rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the elect. All right, the elect to whom, all right, salvation is given, man. The elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, who the Most High has quickened and is preparing them to rule. All right, this is a continuation of the series upon the brotherhood, man. All right, we need to learn how to rule, how to operate, all right, how to conduct ourselves, all right, with one another, man, within this beautiful network of the body, man, within the elect, all right, that the Most High has poured His Spirit upon, all right. We need to operate like men, all right, and righteous men, okay, and all the rules to do so are written right here within the scriptures. Okay, you got to think before you speak, think before you do. All right, weigh the balances. Okay, see what the outcomes of things might be. See if they're for vanity, man. If they're for the growth of the body, the edification of the brotherhood, or for the flesh. All right, I'm going to pick up where we left off through the Spirit, verse 11, Sirach 28. It says, "And hasty contention kindleth fire." Right, and hasty contention, right? Quick to jump the gun, man. Quick to jump to strife. Quick to jump to fight. All right? It's like kindling a fire, man. We don't need that within the brotherhood. All right? We ain't no group of gang members, man. All right? This is a body, man. This is a spiritual convocation, man. And a serious one at that. All right? It says, "And in hasty fighting sheddeth blood." Right. We don't want to see no blood getting shed, man. Within the body, we don't want to see no brother's blood get shed, man. Of course, we're gonna have to we present our bodies as a living sacrifice to Yahweh, man. So whatever happens, happens. But we don't need to be having all this gossip and strife within the body and cankers creeping in, man. Cancers and sicknesses. All right. We keep it spiritual, man. Keep it 100. All right, if there's an issue, man, think before you do. Don't jump the gun, man. All right. I tell this to my son all the time. All right, think before you do and think before you speak. All right. Just anybody could go pick up a scepter, man. The elect will be given the scepter from Yahushua, man. From Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, so we got to be able to obtain it, man, and achieve it. All right, make the Father proud. All right. Verse 12, it says, "If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou sit upon it, it shall be quenched." Right. So if you blow upon a spark, it'll light a big ass fire, man. And if you sit upon it, then it'll go out. "And both these come out of thy mouth." Right. If you remember this is the third video now on the series. Or if you remember the first video, we're breaking down through the Spirit how the tongue is a powerful thing, man. You build up the elect with the tongue. All right, you beseech Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua with the tongue, and you also could condemn yourself but with your tongue, man, with the very words that you say. So it's not always think before you do, but it's also think before you speak. All right? Don't bring no upbraidment within this thing, man. All right, but yet don't bring no bloodshed within this thing. Verse 13, it says, "Curse the whisperer and double-tongued." Right, the tail bibber, man, the person that goes and tell a story to this guy and this guy and this guy, gossiping about all kind of different brothers. Right, double-tongued, coming in sowing some kind of strife, showing complete hypocrisy, saying one thing here, doing the complete opposite there. All right, acting this way in front of a man, conducting himself the opposite way in front of another. Okay, and the reason why we don't want to be that person is says, "For such have destroyed many that were at peace." We ain't here to destroy the elect, man. We ain't here to rip apart and separate brothers, man. We're in here to bring us together, man. It's time to trim the hedges. It's time to tighten up, man. All right, the universe is dying. It's decaying. All right, we need to be ready to rule, man. We need to be ready to lead this place in righteousness, man. These heathens, they need rulership, man. They need to get beat down into subjection, man. All right, the whole world has been brought up in foolishness, and it's up to the elect, underneath Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right, to steer them correctly, okay? So we don't need to be acting like we can't. How are we going to rule anybody if we can't rule our damn selves, man? All right, it says, verse 14, a backbiting tongue hath disquieted many, and hath driven from nation to nation. All right, let's get that definition of backbiting. All right. All right, I'm pulling it up right here. Backbiting definition. It says, back and bite, to censor, slander, reproach, to speak evil of the absent. Right. So really going right into the to the whisperer. Okay, speaking evils of the absent. All right. There's a righteous way to go about things, man. If a brother's doing you wrong, go talk to the brother, man. And that was in the second video upon the series. All right, there's a righteous way to go about it. All right, and going and talking all slandering brothers behind their back, man, that's not the way to do it. All right, it says, and driven them from nation to nation, strong cities hath it pulled down and overthrown the houses of great men. Right. This is all from the power of the tongue, man. It says, a backbiting tongue hath cast out virtuous women, and deprived them from their labors. Whoso hearkeneth unto it shall never find rest, and never dwell safely or quietly. Salakia. Right. And just like they say, man, there's always two sides to every story. Right. Don't just be hearkening to every little thing you hear. Don't just be listening to every little thing you hear and take it for fact. All right. Now let's go to the 29th chapter, and let me see what verse 10. It says, lose lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend. Right, lose thy money and thy brother for thy brother and thy friend, man. You need to be giving. All right, be willing to give. Be holding tight. Don't be being it's a word I'm looking for. Don't be being wicked, man. I'm looking for the Salaki. I'm not thinking of the word right now, but being greedy. Don't be greedy, man. All right. We us out here, in Denver, man. We got a camp pot is what we call it. All right. So every time brothers have a little bit of extra money, they throw it in the camp pot. And then whenever there's brother has a financial situation, whatever might happen, and a brother needs to dip his hands in there, or or one of the other camps, upon somewhere upon the face of the earth, man, they need some help for whatever's going on. We got something already set aside, and then if brothers want to pull anything extra they got, then hey, beautiful, man. Whether it's $1, whether it's 50 cents, whether it's $500, okay. The money ain't nothing, man. And if you're coming into this with that kind of mind, then you need to destroy it, man. It says, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. Right. You see these people in the movies, they go and bury their money in the woods. What is that money going to do for you in the woods, man? Come on. Brothers could be using that, man, for growth. Make new signs, new camera, whatever the case might be. All right. Sending into some elders, the apostles, all right, to any of the brothers, man. All right, you're supposed to be giving, man, especially to the higher ups, man. I wouldn't want to see them be working, man. I'd rather see them working in the spirit, so we could grow from it, man. All right, verse 11, it says, lay up thy treasures according to the commandments of the Most High. Right, lay up. So what are those commandments? One of those commandments is the tithing, man. All right. It says, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. That's right, man. We truly believe that here, man. That money that you give, man, you'll receive double for it, man. We're looking for riches in the kingdom, man. All right. It says, shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. Right. That's what it'll do, man. Deliver you from your afflictions. All right. That's one of the heaviest things, man, is to be giving, man, and not greedy. Verse 13. And that's another attribute of the elect, man. That's another attribute that you need to have to be a ruler, man. Verse 13. It shall fight for thee against thine enemies, better than a mighty shield and a strong spear. Right, man. Better than a mighty shield and a strong spear. It says, an honest man is surety of his neighbor. And let me look up that word surety again. It says, this is a person who takes responsibility for another's performance or an undertaking. All right, or money given to support an undertaking that someone will perform a duty, basically paying their debts. All right, so you paying somebody else's debts, that's what it is. All right, it says, Slovakia, where are we at? Verse 14, it says, an honest man is surety for his neighbor. Right, is like a debt being paid for his neighbor, an honest man. All right, it says, but he that is impudent will forsake him. Right, the fool will forsake him, man. Will forsake the honest man. It says, forget not the friendship of thy surety. Right, who has paid your debts. And it's not only speaking physically, man, but spiritually. All right, we've had many debts paid spiritually, man. That's why we're so willing to give in the flesh. All right, because the Spirit's quickened us to do so. It says, for he hath given his life for thee. Right, he's given his life for you, man. These men out here on the highways and the byways, man, they're giving their life for the elect. All right, and without asking for money, man. It says, a sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety. Right, the sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety. Why would I give you anything? Why would I even give you double honors? You ain't did shit for me, man. They laid their life down for you, man. All right, they could be out there doing all kind of different things. All right, trying to pinch purses like some of these Israelite groups out there. All right, or even physically, man. Physically over there upholding next to you, holding the sign. Prepared to take a bullet, man, if need be. All right, it says, and a lot of these men, man, they got families, they got kids, and be willing to jump in front of a bullet, man. Be willing to take up the cross just like Yahweh Shai, man, just like he did for his friends, man, just like he did for the body. All right, those are the examples that we follow. All right, it says, verse 17, and he that is of an unthankful mind will leave him in danger that delivered him. Man, he's that an unthankful mind, man. You got to be thankful. All right, will leave him in danger that delivered him. Those who delivered him, he ain't gonna return no favor, man. He ain't thankful for it, nor will he return favor. But hey, man, those that delivered him, look at Yahweh Shai, man. Look at Yahweh Shai. One of the last things he did before he got put up on that cross was he went and washed the feet of all the disciples, man, including Judas. All right, so hey, man, we're still willing. The elect are willing, part of that number. All right, the elect, I'll say, would still be willing to deliver them, man. Because guess what, man? You reap what you sow. All right. You need to be willing to do to a brother, man, what you would want a brother to do to you. And if a brother goes off and doesn't repay you the same, hey, man, Yahweh bears witness. You don't need to go stirring up no strife, throwing rocks at him or whatever the case might be. All right, calling him a 2/3 and jumping up and down, acting like a 2/3 your damn self. All right, verse 18, it says, suretyship hath undone many of good estate. Right. Hath undone many friendships, all right, many uprated brothers, shooken brothers away. It says, and shaken them as a wave of the sea. Mighty men hath it driven from their houses, so that they wandered among the strange nations. And this is written here to warn us of it, man. And has driven them among the strange nations, man. Those are the curses that we've had to suffer as a people. All right, and part of that is because of the lack of suretyship, man. Of willing to bow down and pay one another's debts, willing to bow down and take up your burdens, man, for one another. It says a wicked man transgressing the commandments of Yahweh shall fall into suretyship. And he that undertaketh and followeth other men's business for gain shall fall into suits. Right. And he that undertaketh and followeth other men's business for gain. Right? Doing this thing for gain. You need to be putting in your own work, man. You need to be putting in your own work. You can't just be leeching off of brothers, man. All right? That's both spiritually and physically. All right? You need to be physically, man. You got to have a job, man. You got to have a job to support yourself and support brethren, man. And you also got to be pushing this truth. You can't just be soaking up, watching brothers' videos here and there and expect to cheerlead your way to the kingdom, man. You got to be putting in work too. All right? It says, help thy neighbor according to thy power, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same. Right? Help thy neighbor according to the power, because the Most High could quickly make you fall into the same spot, man. One of the scriptures I'm being reminded of now out of the book of Acts is when they were all throwing their money in together, man. Throwing in their tithes together. And there was a man and a woman, I forget their names, in the book of Acts. You know, if brothers remember, they could throw it on the comment board, you know, if the Spirit stirs them up to do so. But yeah, the man and the woman, they sold their house and they didn't go give no tithes for it. They acted like they didn't sell their house, and the Most High put them both to death, man, on the spot. All right, because we don't, that shit don't need to belong here, man, within the body. You go do that shit in your whatever clubs they got going on in your neighborhood, man. You don't do that stuff in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Because that's really what this is, man. The body of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that you're lying to, man. That you're holding back from. That you're fighting against. It says, the chief thing for life is water and bread, and clothing and an house to cover shame. Right. The chief thing for life is water, bread, clothing, and a house. All right. But as you go on, it says, better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than a delicate fare in another's house. So, you know, we need to be willing what we could do to help each other and to sustain ourselves, man. All right. And keep it in the spirit, man. Keep it in the spirit. All right. Because brothers are out there to help one another. Brothers are out there to fight for one another. Brothers are out there to die for one another, man. But don't push brothers' limits, man. Don't push their buttons. Don't push them to the point where they're really fighting themselves to stay righteous, man. To stay righteous, to